Hi, I'm Mike Gates, and I am a certified airframe and power plant mechanic, currently working as an instructor at the Pittsburgh Institute of Aeronautics. And I got into this field because I really enjoy working, not just with my hands, but problem solving. I kind of look at airplanes as, so I really enjoy that aspect of it. People really, if you enjoy working not just with your hands, but with your mind, problem solving, and getting to go out into the field and actually accomplish the task that you're given and see a really great finished product in the end that can safely carry people through the sky at almost the speed of sound. It's a very interesting field that a lot of people, when you get into, you can learn more and see more and be able to do more than most people think. It's very interesting. To become a certified airframe and power plant mechanic, you have to pass your airframe and power plant written tests, oral tests, and practical tests. But in order to get to that point, you have to be able to document so much time in either training or on-the-job training, and that can come in the way of military training. And for some people actually apprenticeship a little bit in aviation. There's not as much there used to be, but there still is some. But mostly everyone will go to a airframe and power plant school, like the one I work at, Pittsburgh Institute of Aeronautics. There's other Spartan, and you'll go through usually about, depending on the level that you go to, if you're going to go all the way and get a associate's degree, it's usually a 2-year program. Some other programs are shorter than that, and it use that to build up the time that is required to take the tests. It depends on the range of income varies in aviation depending on which part of the field you get into. If you go into general aviation, working on smaller aircraft, of course you're going to make less money, but usually starting around $18 to $20 an hour. To get into commercial aviation, usually start out about 19, but again, you're going to make a lot more money in commercial and towards the end. And sometimes in corporate aviation, we've had people starting anywhere from $20 an hour all the way up to $28 an hour right now. When your typical day in aviation usually starts out in meetings, just like a lot of jobs, but it's usually a short one, and you're going to assign some sort of work for you to do that day. Typically, it's going to be going out inspecting an aircraft, doing inspection, landing gear, airframe, engine inspections, sometimes even going out and doing component changes, wheels and brakes, landing gear changes, engine changes. It all varies, and it also varies with, are you going to be line maintenance? Are you going to be in heavy maintenance? So that can separate down. On line maintenance, you spend a lot of time just going out, doing quick, maybe 25-30-minute inspections of the airplane, just walking around, looking to make sure all the everything's serviced on the airplane, from the tires to the oils, checking for obvious defects in the airframe. And then in heavy maintenance, it'd be a far more in-depth inspection where you'll be going in there, pulling the whole airplane apart down to where you're down to the bare structure and inspecting all the way down to single rivets that are holding the airplane together. Big thing for people that are successful in aviation are people that want to continue to learn. Aviation changes over time. Almost every year you're going to go to some sort of school to update your knowledge on the aircraft that you're working on. You're going to have to sit through FAA training every year to maintain your license and your knowledge in the field. But you also have to be able to take that knowledge that you have in your head and transfer it through your hands right to the aircraft. Be able to turn the wrench to, properly remove the engine, knowing exactly what you're doing. It's you have to have a pretty good organizational skills, but mostly your mechanical knowledge, your ability to just turn a wrench is huge in this industry. That's something we're actually lacking with people nowadays. The simplest thing, if you're thinking of doing this or any maintenance profession, go out and work on something. Change the oil in your own car instead of taking it to Jiffy Lube to get your oil change. work on things. That's the biggest thing. Hone that mechanical knowledge, that inclination towards working on a machine. That's a huge part of aviation. It's something, we can train you here as an instructor on, mechanical instincts and things like that, but you're going to be ahead of the game, and it's going to be a much easier time going through the training and getting into aviation if you already understand the principle, which way to turn the wrench to tighten and loosen a bolt. That to me is the big thing. And then just, read a little bit, get a little bit of base knowledge. Even if some high schools do have aviation programs to get you a little bit started, but most don't. But anything mechanical, electrical that you can take in high school for electives and things like that, if your high school offers them, any of that will help you in the future in aviation.